Back here in between games, Doc's taking on the Eugene Challengers up at Sweet Johnson Stadium today. Game 2 coming up here in this Area 4 doubleheader. But we take some time now to continue our player interviews this season. It's presented by BTB Moving. They provide labor services for your moving needs in Douglas County and around Oregon. Veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. With senior and veteran discounts available, you can book now at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. We get a chance to catch up with Austin Takahashi from Roseburg High School. His first year here on the Docs. Austin, when you got word that you're going to be playing with the Docs this summer, how excited were you about the opportunity to be playing with the big club?
I was pretty excited. I was glad I'd be able to face top-tier competition that I hadn't faced before, and it got me excited.
Mm-hmm. Going through the tryout process as one of the younger guys, obviously you got the skills and the talents to be at this level, but what were you thinking going into that? Were you confident that you'd be on this team, or were you unsure about how things might shake out this summer?
I had a little bit of confidence. I mean, I'm here. Mm-hmm. I was excited, and I was just going to do what I've always been doing, what I've done for a while. I was going to play some baseball.
Yeah. Awesome. It was a good year at Roseburg High School for you guys. As a sophomore, you got a chance to be on the varsity squad starting there and played a great season with the Roseburg Indians. You guys end up with a league title. What'd you feel about your first year at varsity level in high school baseball?
It went better than expected and went well. We won the title, and we're excited to get back there and win a chip, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the same thing. I talked with the other sophomore from this year's Roseburg team, Evan Corbin, yesterday, and he was saying he was a little bit surprised by how things went for him. The success that you saw, did you surprise yourself a little bit on how well things went for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been better, but I think it went pretty well, and it could have been better, but
overall it was good. But he's looking for more coming up his junior season. Looking at it, do you have any goals set for next year that besides maybe a team state championship, which it seems like every Roseburg guy I've talked to said that's the goal for the team next year? But for you, are you looking at any kind of personal goals you're hoping to try and accomplish coming up next year with high school baseball?
Just looking to grow a little bit, get better at the game, and honestly, everybody's here excited about that state championship. Mm-hmm. We all want it pretty bad, and we're ready. We're willing to put in the work, and we all have. We'll be ready next year.
You've this summer, it's been fun to watch you out there. I've been always really amazed with how well you play out there on the infield. Look real confident, look real fluid out there. But you've lately been at a different position. You've been playing at shortstop, which I'm sure is probably not uncommon to you. But you've been at third base for much of the season prior to that. The switch, how do you feel like it's been going to go from the hot corner to shortstop here on the infield?
I played shortstop a lot when I was younger, so it wasn't too hard to get that switch. And once I got comfortable and back into what I'd been doing, I got good and I got going, and I'm confident at where I'm at.
Yeah. You and Dawson there, he's been moved over to third, and you guys swap spots there. But you guys, I'm sure, probably working on that side of the diamond together, have a pretty good relationship between the shortstop and the third baseman.
Yeah, we're pretty good. He's a really top tier player. He's an elite player. He's good, and our relationship's it's pretty good.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, now I get a little background here from you. Were you a transfer into Roseburg High School? I thought maybe I had heard that you might have been out at Camas Valley's way.
Yeah, I transferred in my freshman year from Camas Valley.
Okay. How did that process go for you, moving schools as you were getting ready to start your high school career?
It was honestly one of the scariest things I've ever done, going from a school with like 250 kids to the big old Roseburg.
But do you feel like the process has been good for you as you make that transition, both as a baseball player and also as a student?
Definitely. I definitely feel like playing at Roseburg it's a huge thing, and it does great things for my career.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, but you're a young guy that last time that the Roseburg Indians put on jerseys, you were an 8th grader, so it's been a little while. But any other sports that you plan on playing going into your junior year? Or is it just focusing on baseball for you?
Just planning on focusing on baseball.
Yeah. Any other athletic endeavors that aren't maybe team sports for the high school? You do anything else, hobbies outside of baseball?
Not really. I'm pretty much baseball full time. I'll hang out with friends here and there, but if I can get on the field, I'll get on the field whenever I can.
You're dedicated to the craft, man, right? What so you're obviously, once the summer season gets done, you're gonna have a little bit of time to start getting ready for the spring season for high school. What do you plan on doing to try and take up the time and keep getting better?
Get out on any field I can, hit up some coaches that have helped me get where I'm at, get some exercise with them, some reps, and just continue what I've been doing.
Yeah. What's it been like working under Coach Robbins? The first year that you get a chance to work with him, a college coach that's obviously brings a different element to the game. What's it been like for you being able to play underneath him?
He's an elite guy. I mean, he's a great coach. He's got a lot of knowledge that he can pass on to us, and you make an error, so what? You look at him, you ask what you did wrong, and he tells you. You just work from there.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, we'll wrap it up. I know you got to get going here, but you spent, I know, a couple of days in Hawaii at the start of the season for your brother's wedding. How was the trip to the islands out there? Hawaii is a beautiful place. I've only been a couple of times, but it's a beautiful place, and I love it. What's one of your favorite things from going out to Hawaii?
The food. And
I was going to ask about the food.
The food is so good. It is one of my favorite.
What's your favorite Hawaiian food?
Well, that's hard. Probably have to go with a Loco Moco.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
What's a Loco Moco?
It's it's an egg on top of a meat patty, on top rice, and then just gravy on top.
Just like brown gravy?
I don't know. It's gravy.
It's just gravy. Well, it sounds delicious, and I'm sure that, you're a skinny guy. You could put on a few more of those there. Hey, Austin, I appreciate you giving us a little bit of time here as you get ready for tonight's matchup against the Eugene Challengers. Best of luck the rest of the season, and look forward to your junior year at Roseburg.
Thank you.
All right, that is Austin Takahashi joining us here for our BTB Moving Player interview. Again, they provide labor services for your moving needs in Douglas County and around Oregon. You can give them a call to book now at 541-315-0122, or you can find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. We'll come back with Game 2 of our doubleheader. Docs and the Challengers getting ready to square off. Coming up next here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on The Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTB Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTB Moving, 541-315-0122.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on.
Welcome you back here to Sweet Johnson Stadium, where the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts get ready for Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. They'll be taking on the Challengers after winning Game 1 9-2 and have now taken back-to-back games against Eugene. The Docs will try to earn the series sweep, or not the series sweep, the doubleheader sweep, and also the series win against the Challengers with a win here in Game 2. Docs at 25-12 on the season. They're 7-4 in Area 4 play, and the Challengers 36-11, 9-6 in Area 4. Let's take a look at those airted for those that might have been watching. I doubt that they have flipped over to the radio broadcast already, but we'll try and see if we can get that back up and streaming. I think the computer a little warm, which is a little surprising, seeing that we've got the amenities of a air conditioner here in the booth, which is at least keeping things moderately cool. And it does look like we've got the video stream back up and running. Thanks for everybody there. I was saying when we got the broadcast when the broadcast stopped there suddenly on the video stream, that the Docs have marginally moved ahead of Eugene for second place in the Area 4 standings. Medford at 9-2 leading the way. Docs at 7-4. Eugene at 9-6. And then the Timbers at 4-7 in fourth place, and Grants Pass at 1-11 is in the bottom spot in the standings. No Klamath Falls this year, as they are not playing Legion baseball. So a nice win there for the Docs, put them into second place. They'll try and hang on to it with a win in Game 2 coming up in our second game of today's doubleheader here from Sweet Johnson Stadium. Final game before a few days off for the Docs. We'll get you ready to go for the second game of the doubleheader with your starting lineups. This is your SoCo Coffee Company pregame show for game number 2. That's SoCo Coffee Company. They're conveniently located just off of I-5 at exit 108. Stop in for fresh pastries daily, organic smoothies, or one of the items off of their espresso bar menu. Back with the rest of our pregame show after this 2-minute break on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader just about to get underway as the coaches exchange lineup cards at home plate. And that means it is time for our Umpqua Golf Club starting lineup for the visiting team in tonight's matchup. Your Roseburg Dr. Stewart's starting lineup brought to you by the Umpqua Golf Club. You can get your golf adventure started with the Triple Play membership. Play Oak Hills, Stewart Park, and Myrtle Creek golf courses with just one membership. Find out more at umpqua.golf. Leading things off for the Docs will be Austin Takahashi at shortstop. Third baseman Dawson Gillespie will bat second. The center fielder, Jet Black, will bat third, followed by first baseman Dominic Tatone. In left field, Sebastian Watson hitting fifth, followed by the catcher, Knox Hubbard, batting sixth. In the seventh spot, the second baseman, Cade Johnson. In right field is Logan Kloffenstein. He'll hit eighth, and batting in the ninth spot will be the DH. And batting fifth, it'll be batting ninth will be Mason Del Colo. It will be hitting as the DH. That a new spot for him coming into tonight's game. DH being utilized for the starting pitcher, Blake Withers, here tonight. That is your Umpqua Golf Club starting lineups. Taking a look at who the Docs will be facing here in Game 2. The challengers will put a big righty out there on the mound. It is Bryson Estrella on the mound. Trying to read Coach Kenny Niles' handwriting there. Estrella will be starting. He throws into Dane Woodcook back behind the plate. Out at first base will be Dylan Carson. At second base is Jax Frazier. At shortstop will be Cooper Mullins. And at third base is Callan Vreem. In the outfield from left to right will be Jack Riley. Taylor Langworthy in center. And in right field will be Corey Apker. In right field, Apker getting the start to round out your defensive starters for the Eugene Challengers. Your defensive starters always brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control. When you're looking for the best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Call them at 673-0363. So we are just about ready to go here for the nightcap. Still a warm one here in Eugene. Sun is still beating down on Sweet Johnson Stadium and Gary Selby Field. My phone is reading 84 degrees here in Eugene as we get ready for the nightcap. And it looks like, let's see here. By the time we round things up, maybe in the upper 70s for our current temperatures. Shadows starting to creep out from behind home as the sun sets behind the grandstands down the first base side here at Sweet Johnson Stadium. So they will stretch out from behind home out to the outfield. First pitch to the lefty Austin Takahashi from Bryson Estrella is in, and we are underway in tonight's nightcap. Doc Stewart's winning game 1 9-2, looking to pull off a sweep on the road today here in Eugene. The 0-1 pitch from Estrella is high and away to even it up, a ball and a strike. Austin Takahashi did have a hit in game 1. The 1-1 pitch to him. He gets underneath it, skies this one. Out to left field. That's the Sunfield. Tough spot out there, and it falls in for a base hit. Jack Riley can't get it. A throw to second base, not in time, as Austin Takahashi never stopped running, and he gets into second base. And I'd be curious to see how the teams down in the dugout might rule that. Lost in the sun. He never had a clean look at it, it seemed like. And usually if the sun comes into play, they will rule it a hit, but we will I'm going to pull up what the Docs have on their Game Changer app here and see how they ruled it, because I will tend to side with them just so that our stat keeping is accurate. A man out at second base as Austin Takahashi gets on. Jack Riley, the new left fielder out there, struggling with the sun on that pitch. Estrella will miss high and inside against Dawson Gillespie with one on and one out. One on and nobody out here in the top of the first. The 1-0 pitch here for Gillespie, the third baseman, takes a strike on the outside corner. Now the Docs on their Game Changer put it down as a hit, so I'm going to follow suit there. A double for Austin Takahashi. A 1-1 count. Gillespie, a double in his first at-bat in Game 1. Takes inside as Estrella wants to own that inside corner, but has continued to fire a bit too far inside against the right-hander Gillespie. Got a sudden case of the allergies with a couple of sneezes there as I was going through the starting lineups. If I fooled you and you didn't notice, that is kudos for me. I don't think I did, but there we go. So now I got a bit of a drippy nose. 3 balls and a strike on Dawson Gillespie. I think I'm allergic to running. Had to run to the car to get my sandwich I left out there. Pitch on the outside corner, called for strike 2 to Dawson Gillespie. 3 balls, 2 strikes. What I discovered is that I've not run enough in my recent history. Legs were a bit tired out after just running to the car and back. 3-2 pitch here from Estrella, and got around on that one. Belts it all the way to North Eugene High School, off the roof of one of the buildings over there. But that ball pulled a mile foul as well, and Gillespie will have a 3-2 count still as he steps back into the plate. To say he got around on that one is a bit of an understatement. He got way around on that one. Full count pitch. Estrella's delivery to the plate. is low for ball 4. So that'll be a walk, first of the game issued by Estrella. Bryson Estrella, big right-hander out there from Churchill High School, class of 2021. 6'3", 255. He has runners at first and second here in the first inning with nobody out, and a visit out to the mound for Dane Woodcook. Jet Black will come up to bat. Third hitter up here in the first inning. Docs Baseball today brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. First pitch swinging for Jet. He pops one in the air out towards shallow center field. Coming in to make the catch is Langworthy. Initially was going back, then had to rush in, and out at second base, Austin Takahashi looked a little uncertain on whether or not he thought the Langworthy would get underneath that ball. He kind of started getting some happy feet and almost took a couple of steps off the bag. That ball almost looked like Langworthy misread and wasn't going to get to in time. But he does for the first out, one away. Dominic Titone will bat. The lefty had a double off the right field wall in the first game of our doubleheader. He takes outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. First pitch outside. Or excuse me, the second pitch, 2-0 count for Dominic Titone. Sebastian Watson waiting on deck. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Docs won game 1, 9-2. Low and outside. It is a 3-0 count for Titone. He's well ahead in the at-bat here. Strike taken. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Dominic Titone trying to keep things going here in the first inning. A double by Takahashi to lead things off, and a walk to Dawson Gillespie. 2 runners on, 1 away. Bryson Estrella. Strike on the outside corner at the top of the zone to take it to a full count. Austin Takahashi out at second base. Apparently his mom chiming in on the YouTube channel saying that the interview that we did in between games with Austin would be a short one. It actually was not like pulling teeth as much as I was expecting there, Tricia. He was actually very pleasant to talk to. It was great to get to know him a little bit. I had a lot of fun, and I look forward to talking to him more in the future. Ground ball right side coming in. Tried to apply the tag. They get the out there, and the out at first for a double play. And they will. Dawson Gillespie gets tagged out, running between first and second, and the Docs are all stunned by this. Jake Whistler, the first base coach, is making a case. He had the best angle of it. And Whistler, I don't think he's going to be happy with the explanation he gets, but he is going to turn and head back to the dugout. He'll let Coach Jeremiah Robbins fight that battle if need be. So that is a 4-3 put out for Dominic Titone. Tagged out, it was Dawson Gillespie. And that will be a double play to finish things in the first inning. Docs, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the first on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It's Blake Withers on the mound for the bottom of the first as he tries to get the Docs a win here in Game 2 as we welcome you back to Eugene. Docs and Eugene squaring off here tonight on The Score and on 541radio.com. Take a look at your starting lineup for the Eugene Challengers. Jax Frazier, the second baseman, leads things off, followed by Caden Sandow, the DH. Batting for starting pitcher Bryson Estrella. Dane Woodcook, the catcher, will hit third. Dylan Carson, the first baseman, bats in the cleanup spot. Jack Riley, the left fielder, will bat fifth. In center field, Taylor Langworthy will hit in the sixth spot. Corey Apker, the right fielder, will bat seventh. Callan Vreem at third base will hit eighth. And Cooper Mullins, the shortstop, will bat in the ninth position. That is your Umpqua Golf Club starting lineups as the first pitch from Blake Withers. A breaking ball misses inside for ball one. Swing and a foul ball by Jax Frazier, a 1-1 count. Your Umpqua Golf Club starting lineups there. Get your golf adventure started with the Triple Play membership. Play Oak Hill, Stewart Park, and Myrtle Creek golf courses with just one membership. Find out more at umpqua.golf. A 1-1 count for Frazier against Blake Withers. Breaking ball. Misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Blake Withers has made 3 starts coming into his 4th year. He's got an 0-2 record, 26 innings worked, a 4.04 ERA, 53. Oh, excuse me. As the ball fouled away. Withers has 16 strikeouts to 19 walks on the season in his 26 innings worked. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball back. And staying alive, Jax Frazier, the leadoff man for the Challengers. And the bottom of the first, scoreless ball game so far. Docs disputing the double play call in the top of the first inning. A ball fouled off again. It stays a 2-2 count. Excuse me, a 3-2 count, and Jax Frazier will take the walk. So Blake Withers will issue a leadoff walk. So 1 on for Eugene here in the bottom of the first. The righty Withers fires in that ball. A hard bunt to second base. Picked up, charging in. Kate Johnson will make the play. 4-3 the put out there on a sac bunt for Caden Sandow. He pushed that one a little harder than most sac bunts will go down as, but he does drop it in for a base hit. Or excuse me, for a sacrifice. And he moves the runner up to second base, 1 away. Frazier at second. Dane Woodcook will bat. First pitch to Woodcook is out towards center field. Jet Black underneath it catches the runner tagging, heading towards third, and getting in will be Frazier. Frazier will tag and advance to third base with 2 outs. Woodcook will fly out to center field. Dylan Carson, the first baseman, will bat with 2 down, a man at third base. Trying to give Eugene an early lead against the Docs here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. First pitch bounces outside for ball 1. Behind the plate, Knox Hubbard, the backstop for the Docs here in Game 2. A 1-0 pitch. Ground ball gets through on the left side, and the Challengers will take the 1-0 lead. Dylan Carson, a base hit to left field, drives in Frazier. And Eugene gets their first lead of the night on a 2-out single to left field by Dylan Carson. Jack Riley will bat, the left fielder, hitting with 2 down and a man on at first. Jack Riley, a left-handed batter. First pitch swinging, fouls it back for strike 1. Docs had their opportunity to get on the board in the first inning, but couldn't do so against Bryson Estrella. Had a runner at second base to lead things off. So now they will have to try and come back, trailing 1-0. The 0-1 to Riley. He grounds one right side, takes a high hop over the top of Cade Johnson into center field, and that is your natural turf at play there. Johnson might have had a chance of getting that baseball. It was going to be a tough play to begin with, but when it took the high hop off the infield lip into center field, Johnson had no chance of getting to that ball, and Jack Riley will have a base hit in his first at-bat of the evening. Didn't play in game 1, and it'll put runners on the corners with 2 down. Taylor Langworthy, the center fielder, will step in. Langworthy playing defensively after DHing and pitching in game 1. The center fielder will step in with runners on the corners and 2 away. Withers set. The righty from Umpqua Valley Christian High School, miss high for ball 1. Looking around the rest of the diamond, it's Hubbard behind the plate, Totone at first, Johnson at second, Gillespie at third, and Takahashi at short. In the outfield from left to right, Watson, Black, and Klopfenstein. Your defensive starters for the Docs. The 1-0 pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes now for Langworthy. Your defensive starters always brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control. When you're looking for the best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins, 673-0363. 2-0 count here for Langworthy. Runner going from first, a throw down to second, not going to be in time. 1 hops into the bag, stolen base for Jack Riley. It's a 3-0 count at the plate for Taylor Langworthy. First base now unoccupied. Docs trying to limit the damage here in the first inning. Already 1 run on the board for Eugene. 3-0 pitch. Withers will get it across for strike 1. Blake Withers, Dawson Gillespie, and Evan Corbin. The 3 interviews I uploaded today to the player pages at Docs Central at 541radio.com. It's a 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Langworthy. And he's got a full count coming up. So if you want to listen back to any of the player interviews that you've missed, we've now got loaded on the roster from the start till number 12, Evan Corbin, have all been loaded on their player bio pages at Docs Central. 3-2 pitch, fouled away. And if you haven't visited Docs Central there at 541radio.com, it's easy to do. Head to 541radio.com. Find the 1490 The Score homepage. And right there you should see the first flipper image there. It says Docs Central, and take you right there to it. Full count pitch. Misses high and away for ball 4. Not off the mark by much there for Langworthy. Second walk issued by Blake Withers. And the bases are loaded with 2 down, and Corey Apker at the plate. Apker, his first at-bat of the night, did not see the field in game 1. He comes up in a pretty big spot here. 2 down and the bases loaded. A chance to put a crooked number on the board for the challengers. First pitch high for Withers to start out the at-bat. So far here in the first inning, 2 walks, 2 singles. A 1-0 lead for Eugene as the ball fouled away. Apker will have a 1-1 count. Corey Apker, the right fielder from Sheldon High School, also Lane Community College, graduating in 2020 for the Irish. 6'5", 175 pounds. A 1-1, swung on and miss. Disappeared on him there. Breaking ball. Some good movement late for Blake Withers. And Apker with a 1-2 count here. Stepping off the rubber, wiping the sweat away. Withers trying to get the out here. Finish off the first inning with only one run across for Eugene. 1-2 pitch. Withers. Breaking ball. Strike 3. Got him looking. Frozen at the plate. Apker goes down. And that will finish things off here in the first. It's a Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout for Blake Withers. Making sure your next pizza night isn't a strikeout. That's Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. We'll head to the top of the second inning. Docs trailing 1-0 against Eugene on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Sebastian Watson, Knox Hubbard, and Cade Johnson, your three hitters due up here in the second inning as the Docs trail 1-0 against the Eugene Challengers. Game 2 of our doubleheader here tonight. Bryson Estrella first pitch, and Sebastian Watson swinging away will line one into left field. Second hit of the game for the Docs. First hit of the game was a lucky one out to left field. The Sunfield falling in with a base hit. For Austin Takahashi, your first hit of the game, always presented by MSK True Value. Make sure you don't swing and miss with your next project. Head to MSK True Value and Building Supply, located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. One on, and nobody out as the lefty Knox Hubbard will bat. Docs leaving a man stranded at second in the first inning. Trailing 1-2 now, or excuse me, 1-0. Looking up at the scoreboard and reading something and got me distracted there. So I was looking at other numbers, trying to talk at the same time. The 0-1 pitch to Hubbard. He fouls back into the net for strike 2. Docs Baseball today brought to you by Flyaway Travel. If you're planning to go on that long-awaited vacation, well, you can book your travel plans with their travel experts. Call 672-5701. Probably owe my wife a overdue vacation after the season's done. Probably the same thoughts for all the coaches down there in the dugouts. Rolling one over to the second baseman. Fielded, throw to first. Did they get it there in time? A double play again for Eugene. 4-6-3. Watson cut down at second. One down there, and then Hubbard thrown out at first. 4-6-3. And there are two away as they clear the bases with some defense for the Challengers. Cade Johnson will bat. First pitch swinging away. Johnson fouls it to the backstop for strike 1. Docs have been doing all right against Estrella. They've been kind of on him. They've been getting some contact, but they have not been able to really square him up on everything. A lot of foul balls so far. A breaking ball too far outside, a 1-1 count. Lights starting to flicker on here at Sweet Johnson. Shadows starting to creep out, covering home plate at the moment. And the first baseline. The 1-1 misses for a 2-1 count. Shadows covering home plate. The mound still in the sun. Down the first baseline, it's in shadows. Parts of third base are in shadows as well. It's a 2-1 pitch outside. 3 balls and a strike here against Cade Johnson. Two down, nobody on base after the double play. And Johnson fouls away the 3-1 pitch. And he will be down to a full count with 2 outs and nobody on. Leadoff single for Sebastian Watson. Doc's unable to do anything with it.
They've had one hit in each inning for the leadoff guy, but have not been able to bring him around. 3-2 pitch for Johnson. Check swing, a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Woodcook will throw down to first base and retire Cade Johnson. Strikeout there. First of the night for Estrella. And the Docs with the double play will go down in order somewhat. No runs on one hit, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Docs. We go to the bottom of the second. A 1-0 game. Eugene in front on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Current Orthodontics."
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Bottom of the second inning, Docs trail 1-0 here on the score. Tonight's game brought to you by B&D Meats. It's grilling season. Stop by B&D Meats in Winston. First pitch misses high to Callan Vreem, the third baseman, leading things off for the Challengers here in the second. Blake Withers throwing for the Docs. He'll get a strike on the outside corner to even up at 1-1. Bottom of the second inning, Docs trailing by 1. Ball fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8-9 hitters here for the Challengers. They'll make their way through the lineup for the first time. Swing and a miss. Vreem, he had some choppy feet at the plate. Didn't know if he wanted to swing after that or not. He goes after it and misses. A strikeout. Second of the game for for Withers. First for Vreem on the night. And there's one away. First pitch swinging, a ground ball. And knocked down by Cade Johnson. Kind of stumbled there. I think he got caught in between thinking he wanted to dive for it and whether he needed to. Stumbled a bit, knocked it down, but couldn't collect it. So that'll be a runner on at first as Cooper Mullins will get on. Jax Frazier will bat. He walked his first time up to bat. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. And the Docs are going to rule that an error on Cade Johnson at second base on that last play. The ball laced towards left field. That gets down into the corner. Heading from first to third will go Mullins. They're going to wave him around. They're going to send him to the plate. Takahashi throw to the dish, and they are going to get Mullins at the plate by a mile. Takahashi with the relay from Watson to the plate. Mullins cut down at home for out number 2. And finishing at second base will be Jax Frazier with a double. And the Docs with the defense will avoid giving up another run. Watson getting to it quickly, and the relay throw right on target by Austin Takahashi. The shortstop making the play there. Mullins was out by a few steps at home plate. 2 down. Up to bat, the lefty, Caden Sandow. He takes the pitch in the dirt. 1-0 count from Withers. That'll go down as a 7-6-2 putout for Cooper Mullins at home. The 1-0 pitch swung on by the DH. Pitch in the dirt, out at second base. Jax Frazier was practically to third base, it seemed like, with that secondary lead. 1-1 count. Withers, breaking ball, ends up low. 2 balls and a strike. Not a bad location, just not quite up enough to catch the bottom of the strike zone. It's a 2-1 count here for Withers. Ground ball right side. Second baseman Kate Johnson going to flip it to Withers at first base for the final out. Wasn't sure exactly how that play was going to finish out there. But Withers, covering the bag, gets there before Johnson, and he flips it to him at the last second to retire Sandow for the final out. Some defense behind Blake Withers helping things out. No runs on one hit. There was one Doc's error and one man left on base. Go to the top of the third. It's a 1-0 lead. Eugene on top of the Roseburg Dr. Stewart's on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Top of the third inning, Doc Stewart's trail 1-0 against Eugene, but a little bit of defensive momentum. They'll try to take advantage here in the top of the third. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Doc's Baseball on the Score. Bryson Estrella will deliver the first pitch to Logan Klopfenstein, the right fielder. And the 0-1 pitch is high for a 1-1 count now to Klopfenstein. Mason Del Colo waits on deck. He is the final batter for a first trip to the plate against Estrella, who's given up 2 hits in the game so far. He'll miss high, 2 balls and 1 strike against Logan Klopfenstein, batting for the first time here tonight. 8-9-1 hitters coming up. He's batting for the first time here in game 2. The 2-1 is out towards center field, charging in, and a catch made chest high by Langworthy in center field will retire Klopfenstein. That is the first time the Docs will not get the leadoff man on base here in game 2 of our doubleheader. 1 out, 9-hitter Mason Del Colo will bat. First at-bat of the night for Del Colo, and I mean that in the fact that he did not play in Game 1. Limited at-bats this season. Still looking for his first hit. Had 7 plate appearances so far. Del Colo will swing through strike 1. Left-handed batter from Glide High School. DHing for Blake Withers here in the nightcap. The 0-1 pitch, Del Colo takes for strike 2. Waiting on deck will be Austin Takahashi. The 0-2 pitch is too far inside to the lefty. 1 ball, 2 strikes here against the 9-hitter in the lineup card. Del Colo trying to get something started for the Docs here in the third. Takes a pitch high and away. Docs Baseball brought to you by Dr. Lance and Randall. They're accepting new patients. Make sure you give them a call at 541-378-6694. 2-2 count for Mason Del Colo. And is high and away. Full count now. Just thinking, hey, it's not a bad time to start getting those on the books. Get your high school students in for a visit to the dentist in time for school to start up in September. They'll have a nice pearly white smile. Get their teeth cleaned. Pitch outside. Mason Del Colo will take a walk, battling his way back after falling behind 0-2 in that at-bat. And Del Colo picks up his first walk of the season. So he gets on at first base. Second walk issued by Bryson Estrella. 1 on, 1 out. Top of the order, Takahashi up to bat. It's a throw over to first base, and Mason Del Colo is in some pain. He's pulling on his right arm, I believe. He's a left-handed thrower as well as a batter. And it seems like he's pulling on his right arm as if maybe he dislocated his shoulder a little bit, trying to pop it back into place. He's going to stay in the game as he seems to have gotten himself all situated over there after sliding back into first on the pickoff throw. I don't know if I'm Bryson Estrella. I might consider throwing over that direction again. Although not a very big lead at first by Del Colo, he does take an extra step. Lefty Takahashi at the plate. The pitch in. Takes at the top of the zone for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. And the pitch is outside. Now, it probably depends on who you ask on the ruling on his hit in the first inning. Doc's put it down as a hit, so I am as well. I've got to guess, I think the challengers probably put it down as an error. A 1-1 pitch outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Sun affecting Jack Riley out there on a fly ball to left field, and he came charging in. Cooper Mullins, the shortstop, was going out, and that ball just landed in left field untouched. Strike taken on the low inside corner for a 2-2 count for Takahashi. Touching the baseball doesn't necessarily mean you didn't make an error. Not touching the baseball or whatever, as they pick off Del Colo at first, running towards second. He'll try to slide his way in. They hold on, and Del Colo tagged out at second base for your second out. That'll be 1 to 3 to 6 for the put out. 2 down. Bases are empty. Takahashi at the plate with the 2-2 count. Estrella delivers strike 3 on the inside corner. Docs get a runner on, get picked off, a strikeout at the plate. And Estrella now with 2 punch-outs in the ball game. He keeps the Docs off the board in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 ball game here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
Bottom of the third inning, it's a 1-0 lead for the Eugene Challengers as they try to salvage a split here at home against the Dr. Stewarts. and move back in front of the Docs in the Area 4 standings by fractions of a point on their winning percentage. Dane Woodcook will lead things off for the Challengers. And first pitch swinging, he belts one high in the air out towards left field. That ball going back to the wall. It is gone. Woodcook, a solo homer to lead things off here in the bottom of the third. He clears the left field fence with ease. Got behind that pitch and drives it out of the reach of Sebastian Watson in left field. That'll make it a 2-0 lead for the Eugene Challengers, their fourth hit of the ball game against Blake Withers. Well, that excitement takes away all the excitement from the ice cream sandwich I got here in the booth in between innings there from the concession stand here at Sweet Johnson Stadium. Appreciate the hospitality there. I was going to say, don't mind if I'm eating throughout this inning. The 0-1 pitch to Dylan Carson is taken high for a 1-1 count. So Withers, after giving up the home run, he fired in a first pitch strike against Carson and then misses high with the breaking ball. A single in the first inning for Carson drove in a run. He'll belt one in the air out towards right center. On the run, Kloffenstein, he can't get there in time. That'll roll to the warning track. And that is a home run and a double back-to-back here in the third to start things off for the Challengers. And they've got a little bit going here against Blake Withers to get things started in the third inning. They lead 2-0. So they are starting to find a little bit of rhythm at the plate against Blake Withers. That'll bring up the 5-hitter Jack Riley, who singled back in the first inning. Low and away on the first pitch for Withers. Riley had a single to right field and stole second and was left stranded at second base his first time up. 1-0 count, he'll take high for a 2-0 count. Docs in their road blues here tonight. Blue tops, gray trousers, blue socks, blue cap. Home whites for the Eugene Challengers here this evening. Pitch low as the count goes to 3-0 for Blake Withers. Jack Riley, the left fielder, ahead in the at-bat. 3 balls, no strikes. Withers kicks and fires high and inside for ball 4. Still nobody out here in the third inning. A home run, a double, and a walk now. And the Challengers looking to try and add to their 2-0 lead as they go to Tyler Langworthy here. He walked in the first inning. First and second for the Challengers. The infield pretty much all in shadows now. Scoring to bunt, Langworthy fouls away the first pitch for strike 1. Have not checked in on the All-Star game here in a little while. Ran out of my free preview on the Fox Sports app to watch the game. Into the ninth, so they must be done. 5-2, the American League beating the National League, it looks like. I think that'll be their 9th straight win for the American League over the National League. The 0-1 pitch, it bounces through the legs of Knox Hubbard. Runners will both move up. That'll be a pass ball. A 1-1 count for Taylor Langworthy, who was trying to bunt the runners over. Now with runners at second and third, he doesn't have to try and think of that anymore. Langworthy a chance to try and swing away here with 2 in scoring position. Docs will play in with their infield. The 1-1 pitch is popped foul and out of play for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes for Blake Withers against Taylor Langworthy. Withers a deep breath, fires his off-speed pitch. It's low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hits a monstrous home run, powering the American League to a 5-2 victory. 8 straight wins for the American League, by the way. And jumped the gun there. Ground ball left side, and it's off the end of the glove for Takahashi. He will not be able to make a play. A run will come in. Came charging in, but he was a little offline on that one. Couldn't get quite in front of it in time. Had to reach across his body to try and glove it, and it just went off the end of his glove. And a run will come in to score. Runners at first and third, 3-0. Eugene in front, nobody out still here in the bottom of the third. There'll be an error there for Takahashi. Runner going from first. That ball belted to left field. That's well hit. Going back to the wall. A diving attempt, and Watson can't come up with it. That stays in the park. 1 run in. 2 runs going to score. A double for Corey Apker. And he drives in too as the Challengers. The Challengers building a nice, comfortable lead here in the third inning. Riley scores. Langworthy scores from first. He was running on the play. So man at second. 2 runs come in. 5-0. Eugene in front. Still nobody out here in the third. Callan Vreem will bat. Withers' first pitch is lined out to left field. In front of it, Watson knocks it down. He'll throw it in, and they hold Corey Apker late. He was rounding third, getting ready to head home, and they put on the late brakes as Watson gets that ball back in quickly. He kind of bobbled it at first, but he collected it back in real quick and got it into Takahashi, the relay man. And so runners on the corner. Still nobody out. 9-hitter Cooper Mullins will step in. Mason Del Colo is going to head down to the bullpen and start getting loose with Spencer Six. Again, the Docs without a number of guys here tonight. Game 1, 9-2, but they trail 5-0 here in game 2. A strike called to Cooper Mullins. It reached on an error in the second and was thrown out at home plate on a relay from left field. The 0-1 count, a pickoff throw to first base. Back in goes Vreem. Home run, double, walk, an error, a double, and a single, all here in this third inning so far. The 0-1 pitch, high and away, 1-1 count for Withers. Docs Baseball tonight brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. A 1-1 count for Withers. High for ball 2. Mullins ahead in the at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Withers a long look in. Now will deliver. Runner was going, and the ball is fouled away for strike 2. At third base, Corey Apker, after his 2-run double, got him on base. And then Callan Vreem with a single, moving him up to third. Vreem on at first still. Back to the first base bag after trying to take second on that last pitch. The 2-2 offering here for Blake Withers is high. Full count. There is an open base, so a walk doesn't bring in a run, but it does take you back to the top of the order. Full count pitch. Doc's looking for a double play ball here, and they won't get it. That ball fouled back by Mullins. He stays alive. Docs Baseball also brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. Full count pitch again for Withers. Swing and a miss. Mullins will go down with the strikeout. Third of the night for Blake Withers. And there's your first out of the third inning. Much needed strikeout for the Docs. Now they look for a ground ball here and try and get out of things here in the bottom of the third. They've given up 4 runs so far, but would love to try and limit it to that. First pitch, strike 1 to the leadoff man, Jax Frazier. Jax, spelled like Sax, but with a J. Short for Jackson is what it says on the lineup card. The 0-1, lined out to left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Another run will score, and that is a single. Coming in to score, Corey Apker. Up to second base goes Callan Vreem. 5th hit here in the 3rd inning for the Challengers. And 8 hitters have come to the plate, and that might spell the end of things here for Blake Withers. 6-0 our score. Runners at first and second with 1 away. Out to the mound goes Jeremiah Robbins to have a conversation with Blake Withers, and Knox Hubbard out there as well. The sun setting back behind the grandstands on the first base side, casting shadows out across the infield. Still in the sun is center and right field, left field mostly in the shadows. Lights starting to take a little bit of effect here at Sweet Johnson Stadium. Going to stay in the game to face Caden Sandow. Blake Withers. Got to imagine that the leash here from Jeremiah Robbins, he might have told him, hey, look, I'm going to give you one more batter here. What we need is a ground ball for a double play. Let's do it. First pitch to Sandow, the lefty, tails inside for ball 1. A 1-0 count. Sandow is 0 for 1 in the game. He grounded out to the second baseman in the 2nd inning. He'll take low and inside for ball 2. 9 hitters to the plate here in the 3rd for the Challengers. Docs will have their work cut out for him to try and come back and sweep here on the road. The 2-0 pitch is to center field, caught by Jet Black, and that'll be a big second out. And now Withers needs one more, and he will get a chance to try and get it. But he will face Dane Woodcook, who led things off here in the 3rd with a solo homer to left field. He bats with 2 runners on, 2 down. He saw 1 pitch and belted it over the left field fence, probably about 350 feet out there or so. It's a pretty tall fence down that left field side. It's the first pitch low and away, ball 1 for Withers. Gonna estimate that probably about 15 feet high out there in left field. And I think it carries all the way around the entire diamond at that height. The 1-0 pitch, a breaking ball. Withers lost all control on that one. It fires in behind the head of Woodcook, who ducks out of the way. Two balls, no strikes. 5 runs in here in the 3rd for Eugene. And pitch is high and away. 3-0 count for Withers. Five runs in makes it a 6-0 lead for the Challengers. 3-0 pitch for Withers. He gets it in there, and Woodcook had the green light on the 3-0. He had not seen anything really all that close to the strike zone, and on the 3-0 pitch, he went right after it, and no hesitation. Wanted every bit of that 3-0 pitch as time called. And they were looking up into the sky at something. I'm not sure. A bird flying by, something that they're still looking up there. I don't know what it is. Is it a one of those drones or something up there? I don't know. I can't see it. Pitch high, ball 4. And a walk will load the bases up with 2 outs. So the walk issued there by Withers. Second here in the 3rd inning. He also had 2 in the 1st inning. He's got 4 total. Bases loaded with 2 down. They're going to let him keep going. Mason Del Colo was throwing in the bullpen. First pitch swinging out to left field. Watson can't dive to get to it. Carson will get it in for a base hit. 2 runs will score. They're going to push a 3rd run home. The throw to the plate. And the tag is in time. Thrown out at home, another runner trying to score from first. Jax Frazier is thrown out at the plate. Excuse me, that's Dane Woodcook that was thrown out at the plate. And that will finish things off here in the 3rd. But that was 2 more runs coming in to score to make it 8-0. The Eugene Challengers on top of the Doc Stewarts as we go to the top of the 4th inning here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
They wait for Dane Woodcook to make his way out after getting thrown out at home as we welcome you back here for the top of the 4th. I've got an absolute mess of ice cream on my hands as that last inning lasted a little while and melting my ice cream sandwich that the Eugene Challengers concession stand staff was so thoughtful to bring up here. So, yeah, but hey, that's pretty tasty. It's one of those same ones that they're selling down at Champion Car Wash Field, the UCC concession stand there. I think they call them It's. All right, a little messy there, but we get through it. That's kind of how you could describe that bottom of the 3rd. 7 runs come in for the Challengers. And they lead 8-0 against the Docs. And the first pitch here in the top of the 4th inning will go right square in the back for Dawson Gillespie, who will get hit by a pitch by Bryson Estrella. That is his first hit batter of the night. Jet Black will bat. He flew out to center field in the first inning, only the second time through the lineup here for the Docs. They trail 8-0. 2 hits in the ballgame so far for Roseburg. First pitch for Estrella. Jet grounds it to the third baseman. Took a perfect hot. They're going to go for the 3rd double play of the game, and they'll get it. The Challengers have turned 2 in the 1st, 2nd, and now here in the 4th. 5-4-3. A double play to retire Jet Black and Dawson Gillespie. That'll clear him off. 2 away. And Dominic Titone will bat. Dominic grounded into the inning double play in the first inning to the second baseman, Jax Frazier, who tagged the runner between first and second and then threw to first to get the out, but left the Docs a little confused as to what had been the call on that play. Fouled off the first pitch for strike 1. So a hit by pitch got the Docs started here in the 4th, but they could not capitalize. The double play there. Now they'll try to get things restarted, but with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed by Titone for strike 2. An 0-2 count. Out of the windup, and that one will bean Dominic Titone in the backside, and he'll head on down to first. So the second hit by pitch for Estrella, and both of them coming here in the 4th. In that bottom of the third inning, by the way, for Eugene, they had 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Left 1 man on base. First pitch fouled away by Sebastian Watson for strike 1. There was also 1 error in that frame for the Docs. So 7 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base for Eugene in the bottom of the third. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Docs with a man on at first. 2 away. 3 double plays so far here in game 2 for Eugene. That's saying something. Sebastian Watson at the plate. A little bit of a longer break here in between pitches because the foul ball nicking the home plate umpire and the catcher. 0-1 count. Pitch in, swung on and missed for strike 2. Bryson Estrella trying to get through the 4th inning with the shutout still intact. Only runners on here in the 4th have been because he's beamed them. The 0-2 pitch to Watson. And he will take strike 3. On the outside corner. Goes down looking. And the Docs will go down here in the top of the 4th inning. Well, any momentum that they might have had early on in this game or built off of the Game 1 win seems to be deflated as they will go to the bottom of the 4th. They trail 8-0. They'll need to build some energy as they get ready for Game 2, or as they get ready for the second half here in Game 2. And it'll be a new man on the mound for the Docs as we come back in the bottom of the 4th. It's Mason Del Colo who will take over on the rubber. The DH comes in for the pitcher here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
We've had a call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction. Mason Del Colo, the DH, will take over for Blake Withers, the starting pitcher. The DH would be utilized for the pitcher, so an easy switch there. Del Colo comes in after Withers pitches the first 3 innings. So 3 innings worked for Withers. He gave up 9 hits, 8 runs. Got him down for 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Yeah, 4 walks is what I got him down for and 3 strikeouts. So Withers exits the game on the hook for a loss here tonight. It'll be to Mason Del Colo to try and keep this game no larger than an 8-0 lead right now for the Challengers. The bottom of the 4th will start with a swing and a miss out of Jack Riley on the pitch from Mason Del Colo. Strike 1 there. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Jack Riley has singled and walked in this game. He's got an 0-2 count, lefty versus lefty matchup. Swung, foul tipped in a glove for strike 3. And Mason Del Colo comes out with a strikeout to set the tone here in the bottom of the 4th. It's another Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout for the Docs pitching staff. Making sure you don't strike out with your next pizza tonight. It's Mountain Mike's Pizza the way it ought to be. So
1 out, nobody on. Taylor Langworthy will bat. He fouls back the first pitch for strike 1. Mason Del Colo, he's pitched 12 innings, making his 9th appearance. He's got a 1-2 record. His ERA is above 13. As he's got the 0-1 pitch here, bounces outside for a 1-1 count. He has hit 7 batters, struck out 12, walked 20 in his 12 innings of work. He'll miss high on the 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike. Taylor Langworthy at the plate is 0 for 1. Walked in his first at-bat. Hits a 1-hopper to Austin Takahashi. The shortstop fires across the diamond, and the defense backing up Mason Del Colo with a little bit of glove work there. 2 down. Corey Apker had a 2-run double back in the third as he'll walk to the plate here for his 3rd at-bat of the night. He'll bat for a 2nd time in his mini innings here in the bottom of the 4th after batting around in the 3rd for the Challengers. First pitch missing, ball 1 from the lefty to the righty. The 1-0 pitch is high and away from Del Colo. Two balls, no strikes here. Del Colo will miss low and inside for a 3-0 count. Docs will have the next couple of days off. Yeah, I like to think that they hope that they're not thinking about that already. The 3-0 pitch does get in for a strike. We'll have Wednesday, Thursday off. Doc's camp is coming up here in the next couple of days. 3-1 pitch. Outside for ball 4. A 2-out walk issued by Del Colo. Man on at first. 8-0 the score in favor of Eugene here in Game 2 after a 9-2 win in Game 1 for the Docs. Callan Vreem will bat. He is 1 for 2 with a single in the 3rd inning. First pitch, Vreem pops it in the air to right field. Coming in, Logan Klopfenstein makes the catch and retires the side. So the Doc Stewarts will get through this 4th inning. No runs come in for the Challengers. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base. A clean frame there for Mason Del Colo. We go to the top of the 5th. Docs trailing 8-0. Got to get some offense going on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Roseburg, number 3.
Knox Hubbard will lead things off for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Grounded into a double play back in the 2nd inning. Docs have done that 3 times here tonight. On the mound, Bryson Estrella is still throwing for the Challengers. He's looked good through the first 4 innings. Has allowed just 2 hits, no runs so far against the Docs. Misses on the first pitch. The 1-0 pitch to Hubbard misses outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch to Hubbard. He takes outside for a 3-0 count. Knocks only 1 at-bat so far tonight. Docs Still only 1.5 times through their lineup here as they start the 5th inning of the 7-inning contest. A 3-0 pitch. Misses ball 4. Hubbard tosses the bat away and will turn and head down to first out of the left-handed batter's box. So he draws a leadoff walk. Third walk issued by Estrella. Cade Johnson will bat, the second baseman, 0 for 1 in the game with a strikeout in the second. He hits here with 1 on and nobody out. And he'll take strike 1 to lead off the at-bat. Now, tonight's game has been brought to you by the Smile Station, your destination for aesthetically crafted smiles. Pickoff throw to first base, not in time. Mentioned Doc's camp coming up this week. Docs will get tomorrow. They may practice, I'm not sure, but they don't have a game and no camp. The 0-1 pitch here to Johnson. Pulled towards third base. Goes under the glove for Callan Vreem. He took a stab at it, and it goes underneath his glove. That'll be an error at third base. Up to second goes Hubbard. So 2 runners on with nobody out here in the 5th inning. Okay, a rally doesn't get, you don't get all 8 runs at once, so you got to start it somewhere, and this is a start here for the Docs, but they got to bring some runs in. Logan Kloffenstein will try to keep the runners moving on base as he steps in. His first pitch is fouled back for strike 1. So tomorrow might be an off day for the Docs, but then Thursday they are hosting Docs camp from 8 till noon there at Champion Car Wash Field. They'll host it again 8 to noon on Friday, and then in the evening they'll be hosting the Post-58 Crushers for a doubleheader, non-leaguer. Ball up the middle, bounces off the mound, and will get into center field. They're going to try and send a runner around to score. The throw goes to third. It won't be in time to get Cade Johnson, who gets to third base, and the Docs will get a run in. Knox Hubbard scores from second, and they trail 8-1. A little bit of momentum building here for them. Still nobody out, as Logan Kloffenstein will pick up an RBI. He ends up at second base on the throw to third. And Mason Del Colo, now the pitcher, who walked his first time up, will step in here with runners at second and third and nobody out. Docs on the board, trailing 8-1. First pitch misses low for ball 1 against Del Colo. Well, they say 0-1 count. There is, no, it is a 1-1 count. Umpire signaling for us there. Mason Del Colo, a swing and a miss. So a ball and 2 strikes. At third base is Cade Johnson, out at second, Logan Kloffenstein. And the pitch low and inside, bounces away from Woodcook. Heading in from third goes Johnson. He'll score standing up, and to third base goes Logan Kloffenstein. So a wild pitch bouncing away from Woodcook will drive in another run for the Docs. They trail 8-2. Some momentum coming on here in the 5th inning against Bryson Estrella. Del Colo with a 2-2 count. Estrella kicks, fires, strike 3. Del Colo goes down looking. Strikeout number 4 for Estrella. 1 down, top of the order coming up for the Docs. Asa Takahashi will bat. He is 1 for 2 with a double in the first. Struck out looking last time. He hits one in the air. Shallow right field. It drops in for a hit. Coming in to score from third will be Logan Kloffenstein. And the Docs will get a crooked number up on the board. They've got 3 runs in here in the 5th inning. They are chipping away. And a RBI bloop single to right field for Austin Takahashi. Dawson Gillespie will bat. He is up for a third time. He has walked and been hit by a pitch. He led off things in the 4th with a hit by pitch. First pitch is grounded foul down the third base side. Still just 1 out so far here in the 5th inning. Docs baseball this season brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? 0-1 count for Gillespie. So Doc's building some momentum, trying to keep it going. Gillespie will take outside, a 1-1 count for him. Just watching a dad over here. He just pulled out his wallet, gave his little daughter a dollar bill to go run and use at the concession stand. I have seen her run up and down the steps about a half dozen times. So his wallet might be getting a little thinner over there. She goes back and forth for more and more candy. Strike taken for Dawson Gillespie. A 1-2 count. If they tell you that it's cheap entertainment at the ballpark, they don't let them fool you. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dawson Gillespie goes chasing after a breaking ball. That is the 5th strikeout for Estrella, 2 downs. It'll bring up Jet Black, who grounded into a double play, 5-4-3 in the 4th inning. He bats here with 2 outs, and on at first base, Austin Takahashi. First pitch, Jet pops it up on the infield. Second baseman, Jax Frazier, makes the catch to retire the side. But the Docs send 7 hitters to the plate. They score 3 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Docs back in this one, 8-3 your score, as we go to the 5th inning on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Current Orthodontics."
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Sun has set here in Eugene. The light's really starting to take full effect here at the ballpark. And the Docs trying to make it so that the sun hasn't set on their chances on a sweep here tonight in Eugene. They score 3 in the top of the 5th inning to pull within 5. On the mound, Mason Del Colo pitching here in the 5th inning. He misses on the first 2 pitches to Cooper Mullins, who struck out in the 3rd inning. Lefty versus lefty matchup to start the bottom of the 5th. Mullins goes after a high pitch for strike 1, swing and a miss. Mullins also reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. He's got a 2-1 count here. Del Colo comes in with another high fastball for strike 2. He's got that movement on that fastball away from the left-handed batter. Docs Baseball brought to you by Current Orthodontics. A healthy, attractive smile means confidence inside and out. Call Dr. Peterson at 541-672-5721. Del Colo will get Mullins to pop one high in the air out to center field. Jet Black there to make the catch. There's one down here to start out the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order coming up. Jax Frazier will bat. Out of his windup, Del Colo gets a strike on that inside corner. Jax Frazier, a single his last time up, had a double in the 2nd and walked in the 1st. He batted in 3 straight innings. So he'll take lone inside for a 1-1 count. He didn't hit in the 4th inning. And he's back up to bat here again in the 5th for a 4th time. The 1-1, he swings on the outside corner and misses. It's a 1-2 count here. Del Colo misses high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mason Del Colo, 2-2 pitch is fouled back and will stay there. It's told trying to remember. I think it was the Friday game last week against Petaluma. Del Colo got a chance to come on in relief and was told that he looked good in that one, so that's good to hear, building some momentum for him. 2-2 pitch, he misses low and inside, though no, they'll say it got him. So that'll be Jax Frazier on base for a fourth time. So Jax Frazier will get on, hit by pitch. Doc's dugout chirping a little bit, it seems like, from what I can kind of pick up on our crowd mic there. So 1 on, 1 away. And a swing and a miss on the first pitch for Caden Sandow. Sandow 0 for 2 in the game, had a sac bunt in the first. Gets behind one here, out towards right field. That ball well struck, going to carry all the way to the wall. Kloffenstein will get it out there, and the relay throw will be offline. A run will score from first. 9-3 now in favor of the Challengers after a double by Caden Sandow. 1-out double. Stretches the lead back out for the Challengers, on top by 6. Dane Woodcook will bat. He is 1 for 2 in this game with a solo homer in the third. First pitch here for Woodcook. Del Colo gets a strike across on the inside corner. Woodcook and Dylan Carson, the last two batters that Mason Del Colo has not faced yet. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive just gets over the top. Austin Takahashi at short. It'll be a base knock for Woodcook. And runners are going to be on the corners for Eugene. Got the first out. Looked like he was doing well against Jax Frazier, a hit batter, and that has started things off here for the Challengers as they go through the heart of their lineup. Sandow with a double, an RBI double, a single for Woodcook. Now Dylan Carson, who's got a pair of doubles. He is 3 for 3 on the day. Takes high and inside for ball 1. He bats with runners at first and third and 1 down. Doc's looking to try and get some sort of ground ball here to try and turn 2 for themselves. Swing on a miss. Dylan Carson, a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch is low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch here, Del Colo misses high. Count will go 3-1. On at first base is Woodcook. At third base is Sandow. Ball hit a mile high in the air out towards left field. Coming in, Jet Black there to make the catch. The runner going to head from third, and they did not get the relay information out to the outfield. Coming in to score will be Caden Sandow on a sac fly for Dylan Carson. There are 2 away now, and they lead 10-3. Still at first base will be Woodcook. But it just seemed as if no communication there for Jet Black in center field. He tossed it into Austin Takahashi, the shortstop, and nobody told Tak that he needed to throw it to the plate. They could have had a chance to get the runner. Line drive out to center field will wrap things up in the 5th as Jack Riley will fly out on the first pitch of the at-bat. 2 runs come in for the Challengers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Doc's errors and 1 man left on base. Go to the top of the 6th inning. Doc's trail 10-3 against the Challengers on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Top of the sixth inning, Docs will start off with Dominic Titone against Bryson Estrella here. While we have a second, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball here on the Score.
Number 7.
Well, the Docs got their work cut out for them here in their final 2 innings of at-bats. They trail by 7. It is a 10-3 score as we start the top of the 6th. Docs won game 1 9-2. So they need a rally if they want to try and sweep this. If they lose, it'll be a split between the 4-game series between the two teams, with the road team winning game 1 and the home team winning game 2 in both doubleheaders. First pitch high for ball 1 to Dominic Titone. Bryson Estrella on the mound out of his windup. Misses low and outside with his fastball for a 2-0 count. Estrella has worked into his 6th inning here. He has given up just 3 runs on 4 hits. A 2-0 pitch high for ball 3. Three walks for Estrella so far on the day. His 3-0 pitch is in for a strike. He's walked 3 and hit 5, but he's also struck out 5. Excuse me, he's walked 3 and hit 2 for 5 batters getting on base there, but he has struck out 5. A 3-1 pitch, ground ball right side, knocked it down. Frazier with a diving attempt, but it hits off his glove and trickles into right field. A base hit for Dominic Titone. Diving attempt out there by Jackson Frazier. He almost gloved it just off the mark by a hair. He would have had to have gotten up quickly and thrown to first to get the lefty Titone, who's out of the box quick usually. But it just trickled off his glove into right field. First base hit of the night for Dominic Titone. He's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch outside for ball 1 against Sebastian Watson, who's 1 for 2. The 1-0 pitch is at the top of the zone for strike 1. Well, Medford won game 1 of their series at home against Springfield today, 11-5. If they pull off the 4-game sweep against the Timbers, we'll tell you more in a moment. A ground ball left side. It got by the third baseman, making a stabbing attempt at it was Vreem. He couldn't get it on the short hop. Backing up the play was Mullins. He got it, but by then it was too late. And Sebastian Watson with an infield single. Runners are at first and second. Up to bat for the Docs will be Knox Hubbard. Knox Hubbard is 0 for 1 in the game with a walk in the 5th inning. So I was going to say, if Medford does sweep that 4-game series against Springfield, the Docs would have to sweep the 4-game series against Medford this weekend to win the Area 4 title if they lose here in Game 2. First pitch swinging, Hubbard, fly ball to left field. It drops in. Got to get to third base. And they will get there in time. Dominic Titone, tough one there in between. The shortstop Mullins could not catch that ball, overran it. But the left fielder, Jack Riley, throws to the pitcher at third base for the out. 7-1 the put out of Dominic Titone. A force out there at third, one away. Knox Hubbard will get on with a fielder's choice. And so runners still at first and second, now one away as the first pitch misses to Cade Johnson for ball one. Sebastian Watson quickly got to second base on that little bloop single or bloop hit out to left field. Strike taken by Cade Johnson for a 1-1 count. There's no man's land out there. Mullins overran it. It came down as he reached back trying to make the grab. There's a ball out towards left field now for Johnson. Backing up goes Riley. He's underneath it. And there are two down now on the fly ball out to left. I thought he got a little bit more of that ball, but it goes right to Riley in left field. Two down. Wind not blowing quite as much as it was earlier in this game as we are cooling down here in the evening hours. The ball not quite flying like it was earlier. Looking at temperatures in the upper 70s right now, 79 here in Roseburg. First pitch low for ball one against Logan Klopfenstein. Docs started off with back-to-back singles here in the sixth. They have not been able to add to their score. They trail 10-3. Strike on the inside corner from Estrella. 1-1 count for Klopfenstein, who's 1 for 2 in this game. Had a single in the fifth to drive in a run. Drove in the first run of the game for the Docs. Strike low outside corner for strike two. The 1-2 here from Estrella. Swung on and into the glove for strike three, and that'll retire Klopfenstein. The Docs got things started with a couple of singles, but could not keep the momentum going. They will go down in the sixth inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And 2 men left on base. It is still 10-3. We go to the bottom of the sixth on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
Bottom of the sixth inning for the Eugene Challengers. Leading 10-3 against the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts in Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader here from Sweet Johnson Stadium. In Game 1, it was Docs 9-2, but they trail by 7 here in the nightcap. Taylor Langworthy will lead things off for the Challengers. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Facing the lefty, Mason Del Colo, who misses low on the first pitch here in the sixth. Docs Baseball tonight brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them today at 672-6707. Golfing a shot out to left field. Langworthy will get on. Takes a turn at first, but back to the bag. As the ball gets away, they throw to second base to try and get him. It'll get away again, and backing up the play is Takahashi. So the Docs a couple of overthrows on a single to left field. And Taylor Langworthy will end up at second base. That'll be an error. An error on a throw by, I think, the left fielder, Sebastian Watson, going to be credited with that one. So that'll be a single to left field to start things off here in the 6th inning for the Challengers. First pitch swinging away. Corey Apker fouls it off for strike one. Hey, look at that. The Springfield Timbers are helping things out a little bit. They beat Medford 7-6 in game 2 of that doubleheader. The 0-1 pitch here for Apker. He takes outside. So if with Springfield winning game 2, Medford will be 9-3 on the season. If the Docs do not come back in this game, they'll fall to 7-5. So the Docs still have to sweep Medford if they want to win the Area 4 title. So pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike against Apker. Apker with a double back in the 3rd to drive in 2. Walked in his last at-bat against Mason Del Colo. A 2-1 count. High and away from Del Colo. Ball 3. So Medford gets 3 out of 4 against Springfield. And we'll finish out their league season against Roseburg coming up Saturday and Sunday this weekend. A foul ball back on the 3-1 pitch by Mason Del Colo. Docs host the post-58 Crushers on Friday for a doubleheader at home. Then they host Medford on Saturday, go to Medford to finish out the regular season on Sunday. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. First base is open. Knox Hubbard will throw down to first base. Took a couple of steps, made a nice strong throw, and made sure that out at second base, Taylor Langworthy doesn't try to go to third when the throw went down to first base. Second strikeout for Mason Del Colo tonight. First out recorded here in the 6th inning for the Docs. Callan Vreem flew out to right field his first time up against Del Colo. Overall on the night here in game 2, he is 1 for 3 with a single against Blake Withers in the 3rd. Pops up the first pitch back behind home for strike 1. So the Docs, let's see here. I gotta look at this a little bit. Yeah, Docs are 7-4 here in league play so far. As a swing and a miss for strike 2 for Callan Vreem. So if they score holds and they fall to 7-5, they're 2 games behind Medford. So they could, if Docs could win 3 out of 4 against Medford, they would win the Area 4 title. A 0-2 pitch popped up out towards right field, charging in. Kloffenstein will be called off by Kate Johnson, who makes the catch, runs it back in. And that will hold Langworthy at second base. I've been impressed by Kate Johnson tonight with his ability to track down fly balls in the outfield. The second baseman has been showing some range with that. 2 down. Cooper Mullins, the 9-hitter, will bat. He is 0 for 3 here in game 2. He takes outside for ball 1. So I wasn't quite right. Docs, they still have a shot at the Area 4 title. They may feel a little bit upset about this one, but they still got a shot. High and inside for a 2-0 count. Now, of course, it is Medford, the 6-time defending state champs. Docs would more than likely, you got to think, what, they got to protect their home floor and then win 1 out of 2 down there at least. It's a pitch outside. 3-0 count here for the 9-hitter, Mullins. It's possible. We'll see what happens as the Docs take on Medford coming up Saturday and Sunday. That's something to look forward to there, fans. The 3-0 pitch is in for a strike. Keeping the at-bat going there for Del Colo. Tonight, wrapping things up for the Eugene Challengers with their league games. They'll have some non-league games coming up. 3-1 pitch. Mullins pulls it towards first base to a knee. And fielding it, taking it to first base himself. Dominic Titone will make the out. And the Docs will hold the Challengers off the board here in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. We will head to the top of the 7th. Docs need 7 runs to force the bottom of the 7th inning. When we come back on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Back here for the top of the 7th inning, Docs trailing 10-3 against Eugene, looking for a big rally to try and come back in this one. And they will try to do so as they lead things off with the pitcher Mason Del Colo, the 9-hitter, facing off against Bryson Estrella, who's going for a complete game victory. He will wind and fire his first pitch low for ball 1. He has gotten plenty of help from the offense with 10 runs on the board and plenty of help from his defense. 3 double plays turned here in game 2. And Estrella trying to go for the complete game winner, and he'll miss outside for a 2-0 count. We were talking about the standings here in the press box in between innings there, and I'm pretty certain the Docs would need to win 3 out of 4 against Medford to win the Area 4 title. It's a swing and a miss for strike 1 for Del Colo. But with the loss, I think, in game 1 of this doubleheader for Eugene, I believe they have been eliminated from contention for the league title, as a 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2 by Del Colo. 6 losses on the season. That means that Medford would have to lose 4 times against Roseburg in the final series to get to 6 losses. But that would mean that Roseburg would be your Area 4 champion. And so I don't think that Eugene can win it. His ball will fall in no man's land from Mason Del Colo. A Texas leaguer. The shortstop going out, the third baseman there, the left fielder there, the right fielder, or the center fielder, also in the vicinity. And somehow, some way, Mason Del Colo found a way to drop that in between 4 defenders in shallow left field. So that'll be a base knock for Del Colo, 1 on, and top of the order here. Austin Takahashi will bat. He takes strike 1 on the first pitch. He had a base knock in his at-bat in the 5th inning to drive in a run. Docs need 7 to force the bottom of the 7th inning. As they swing and a miss for strike 2. Takahashi falls down 0-2 in the at-bat. Estrella trying to pitch his way out of this here. Ground ball right side, finds the gap into right field. Up to second base goes Del Colo. He'll hold there. And the Docs will get a 3rd hit for Austin Takahashi in this one. Runners at first and second. So Docs, a little bit of momentum. Again, it's going to take a lot to get them back into this one. The game-tying run still well in the dugout. But the first 2 runners on base with nobody out. Dawson Gillespie will bat. Gillespie without a hit so far here in game 2, 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch and walked and struck out. Got some action going in the bullpen for Eugene. The 1-0 pitch, Gillespie takes outside. That ball gets by. Both runners will be heading up 90 feet. Del Colo goes to third base on the pass ball, and Takahashi heads to second. Dawson Gillespie with a 2-0 count. The runners have second and third with nobody out. The 2-0 pitch coming up here for Gillespie. It's a right-hander throwing in the bullpen for the Challengers, but I can't get a number on him. High for a 3-0 count now to Dawson. It's a 3-0 count here for Dawson Gillespie. And the strike does come across from Estrella. 3 balls and 1 strike. Now the Docs will be getting into the state tournament as the host team. The automatic champion out of Area 4 will get a state tournament berth. The 3-1 pitch, Gillespie will take ball 4, loads him up with nobody out. But then second and third place, I'm still trying to confirm exactly how it's going to work out, whether or not second and third place in Area 4 get a shot at getting in, playing their way into the state tournament. That's the way it's been in the past, and I believe it's the way it's going to work out here this season. So really, Medford, Eugene, and Springfield were all playing for seeding going into spots for the state playoffs. Ground ball towards shortstop. Mullins picks up 1. He flips to second for the first out. A ground into a double play for Jet Black. 1 run will score on it, but now 2 down. Jet Black into a 6-4-3 double play. Gillespie cut down at second. Up to third goes Takahashi. Scoring was Del Calo. And Docs get 1, but they give up 2 outs to get it, and that is not a trade they were hoping to make there. Dominic Titone will bat. He is 1 for 2 in the game. He takes high and away for ball 1. That is the 4th double play turned here in this second game of the doubleheader. I think we know what Bryson Estrella does pretty well. He pitches for double plays. And that will get behind the catcher. Coming in to score will be Takahashi, and another run comes in. Docs still down by 5, but they get 2 here in the top of the 7th. Bases empty, a 2-0 count for Dominic Titone. So bases empty, Docs will have to get them loaded up again here. Down by 5. The 2-0 pitch from Estrella. Misses low for ball 3. We'll be doing our diligence to try and figure out how the whole postseason picture is shaping up around the Area 4 and the state. There's a 3-0 pitch taken for ball 4. It's that time of the year, getting excited for the state tournament coming to Roseburg, starting a week from this Saturday. Walk issued by Estrella, puts a man on at first with 2 down, and here comes a visit out to the mound. 2 walks here in the 7th inning, and they are going to go to the bullpen. Bryson Estrella can't go the distance. He falls 1 out shy of getting the complete game victory, but he will leave with a win in his back pocket as long as the Docs don't rally. It's 10-5 our score. It's a call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Miguelina Construction. Back after a 60-second break here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
All right, call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Miguelina Construction, your local leaders for any project, big or small. 44 years of quality, affordable work. Call Shelby and Miguelina or visit their website, webuildhouses.com. Sebastian Watson will face the new man on the mound. It is Jared Allen, a right-hander, that'll take over for the challengers. Jared Allen did face the Docs in Game 1 yesterday. He came in and pitched the 6th inning. Started the 6th inning, pitched all the way through. He faced 9 batters total. He gave up just 1 hit, but he walked 2, hit 1, gave up 4 runs. So the Docs are hoping they get something similar out of Jared Allen here in this one as they trail by 5, 10-5. Your score, 1 on, 2 away. Jared Allen 1 out from closing this game out for the Challengers. Not a save situation here for Jared Allen. We'll get you the line on Bryson Estrella when we can here. The first pitch to Sebastian Watson is high for ball 1. 6 2/3 innings for Bryson Estrella, 8 hits allowed. He gave up 5 runs at the moment, although if Dominic Titone were to score, that would go to his total. 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 2 hit batters. It's a pop fly to right field for Watson. Ranging the second baseman. Does he hang on to it? Yes, I think he did. Twisting and turning and stumbling to the ground. Jax Frazier makes the run from second base to make the catch for the final out, and that does finish off the ball game. It only took 2 pitches for Jared Allen this time. Your final score will be 10-5. Docs fall short in game 2, but they get a split on the road, and now they know coming up on Saturday and Sunday they will need to win 3 out of 4 against Medford to try and win an Area 4 title. We'll come back with your Roseburg Disposal postgame show to recap this one for you. Today's game brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone's welcome to shop, and by Good Vibrations, solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. Game 2 goes to the Challengers 10-5. Back with the postgame show after this on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Swimming season is finally here. But remember, respect the water. Don't swim and don't go in the water if it's under 60 degrees. Swimming in water under 60 degrees is life-threatening. It could cause hypothermia, which means your limbs paralyzed and you can't get out of the water. Each day, the water temperature of the Umpqua River will be posted on kpic.com and kval.com, and in the morning weather on KPIC. Respect the water. Know the temperature. Brought to you by the Respect the Water Safety Committee.
Back with your Roseburg Disposal postgame show. You can let them make the run of the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. Game 2 goes to the Challengers 10-5 as the Docs and the Challengers will split their 4-game series this season. Docs won Game 1 9-2 and then fall 10-5 in Game 2. The road team winning Game 1 in both doubleheaders, and the the home team winning Game 2 in both matchups. So the Docs will go 2-2 against the Challengers here in 2021. And now it comes down to the final series of the season. The Docs taking on the Medford Mustangs Saturday and Sunday to wrap up Area 4 League play. The numbers here today: 5 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for the Docs. They left 6 men on base. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, and 8 men left on base for the Challengers. Bryson Estrella gets the win. He pitched 6 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 2 hit batters. Blake Withers takes the loss for the Docs, as he pitches 3 innings, gave up 9 hits, 8 runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. We'll recap more of the baseball game for you as we come back to wrap things up here on your Roseburg Disposal postgame show from Eugene here at Sweet Johnson Stadium on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage. Back here from Sweet Johnson Stadium to wrap things up on our Roseburg Disposal postgame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. I don't know if make them make the run to the dump for you is the right way to say it, but I mean, if you pay them to do it, then I guess that's the way that works. It's Roseburg Disposal. Give them a call at 673-7122. They'll do it for you so that you don't have to. 10-5 our score in Game 2 as the Docs split tonight here against the Challengers. Eugene winning Game 2. With that 10-5 victory. The scoring worked out like this. It was, I'm looking at the wrong score book here. It was Eugene scoring 1 in the bottom of the first on a single by Dylan Carson. They'd scored 7 times in the third on 6 hits. There was 1 Doc's error in there as well, and 1 walk. Make it 2 walks in that third inning by Blake Withers. Withers comes out after the third inning. Mason Del Colo took over, and the Challengers got 2 runs against him in the 5th inning on 2 hits, a sac fly and a RBI double in that 5th inning for the Challengers. The Docs did get some runs on the board in the 5th inning. They broke the shutout. They got 3 runs in the 5th. An RBI single by Logan Klopfenstein bringing in 1, and Austin Takahashi driving in another with a bloop single to right field. A wild pitch scoring a run as well. Docs added 2 runs in the 7th inning on an RBI ground out, an RBI ground into a double play by Jet Black, and also an RBI single by Austin Takahashi in there as well. So the Docs got a couple of runs, but they could not muster a full-on comeback tonight in Game 2. So the Docs are now 7-5 in Area 4 play. The standings sit like this: 9-3 Medford at the top, 10-6 Eugene, and second place, I believe, just ahead of the Docs. 7-5 Roseburg, 5-7 Springfield. Those are your top 4 teams. Grants Pass eliminated from contention for the Area 4 title. The Docs would need to win 3 out of 4 against Medford to finish tied with Medford. Then they'd have the tiebreaker for the Area 4 title. If they sweep it, they'd have it outright. If the Docs take 3 out of 4 against Medford, you'd have a 3-way tie at 10-6 for the Area 4 title. And that actually could come into play. I said that I didn't think Eugene had a chance of winning the Area 4 title. That maybe actually does come into play. I'm not 100% sure on how that would work out if you had a three-way tie where the Docs would have the tiebreaker against Medford, but then they didn't have a tiebreaker against Eugene. Then there would be some questions to figure out there. I'm not sure exactly how that would work out. We'd have to wait and find out exactly how that one would play out there. But it should be an interesting final weekend of the regular season as the Docs take on Medford Saturday and Sunday to wrap up Area 4 play. The numbers here, we gave you the pitching numbers. Bryson Estrella getting the win. Blake Withers takes the loss. Take a look at some of the offensive numbers. Austin Takahashi had 3 hits here in Game 2, a double and 2 singles. Let's see here. Dominic Titone had a single in the 6th inning. Sebastian Watson with 2 singles in this game. Logan Klopfenstein with a 1-for-3 day with an RBI single in the 5th. And Mason Del Colo had a single in the 7th. For Eugene, 2 hits for Jax Frazier, a double and a single. A double for Caden Sandow. A home run and a single for Dane Woodcook. You had 2 doubles in the game and a single for Dylan Carson as he finished 3 for 3 with 4 RBI. Jack Riley 1 for 3 with a single. Taylor Langworthy was 1 for 3 with a single. Corey Apker was 1 for 3 with a 2-run double. Callan Vreem 1 for 4 in the game with a single and a run scored. And that was all of your hits in the game for the Challengers. Docs will be off until Friday when they host the Post 58 Crushers for a non-league doubleheader at Champion Car Wash Field. Eugene is done for the regular season in Area 4 league play. They will have a couple of non-league games as they wrap things up going into next week and wait to find out where they are at in the postseason picture that starts to become clear coming up next week. That's going to do it for us here tonight from Eugene, where the Docs get a split against the Challengers. I want to say thanks to the Eugene Challengers for hosting us here tonight. Thanks to Bill Crawford for all of his help that he does with American Legion Baseball. Thanks to the concession stand for bringing up some goodies throughout the game. And thanks to the Challengers for a spot here in their luxurious press box here at Sweet Johnson Stadium. I want to say thanks to Brent Cranford back in the studio for help with the radio production tonight. As always, a thanks to Jeremiah Robbins, the head coach, and the entire Roseburg American Legion Baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Docs Baseball here on The Score. And want to say thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. We will chat with you guys coming up on Friday night from Champion Car Wash Field when the Docs welcome in the Post 58 Crushers for a non-league doubleheader. Game 1 starts at 5 o'clock. We'll have the coverage for you starting at 4:45. You can watch the action streaming live online at 541radio.com and on our 1490 The Score YouTube channel presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. Or tune in and catch Doc Stewart's Baseball right here on your home for sports in Douglas County, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.